Just went over to local creek and we did just catch one, so we flipped this around. I got this guy on the ringer right there. He's going to be lunch. But let me get this set up and get the rod back in the water. Bear with me one moment. We're in a beautiful location. Try to find a good spot to put you guys. It's going to be a little tricky on trying to get a spot for the camera in this location. We'll see what we can do. Okay. So bear with me today. I'm working with an injured back here and I'm on muddy banks, so let me get this back out there. We're harvesting for lunch at this point, so I'm using power bait and worms. Otherwise I'd be using lures or flies because they tend to swallow power bait and worms, so I do not recommend using that unless you plan on eating that fish. Doing catch and release, I would go with a trout magnet or a spinner. I try to find a spot to sit and set up with you. A little tricky here. We don't have the big tripod. We got this little tripod. I mean, yeah, you can't see the little tripod. All right. So where am I going to sit here? Let's sit over here. Sorry. Oh, Lord. I got to get this set up in such a way I can put it down quick if we catch a fish. Kind of going to do some creek exploring. All right, Tara, we're thinking about you, buddy. Hope that scan goes well. Stuart. There we go. I already got one stocky on the stringer. I was setting you guys up and I almost lost the rod. It went flying in the water. So we'll fish here for a couple minutes and then we're going to move up. There's two other pockets that I'm curious if they're in. I know they're in here. I've caught like 100 in here in the last the last week. I'm going to try some other spots. It's a tough time to catch them this time of year. I mean this time of day in the sun. They bite here early in the morning. But if you throw a big worm on the bottom of these boulders, you'll usually get something. I think Bulkinator just popped up. Here, check out Bulk. I think he's live too. A rare Bulk live. Where can I set this darn thing? See, I expected to walk around more on this live. And then we got, oh, and we got a bite like immediately. And I can put you on this little hump of grass right here. It's going to be really hard to read chat and have a good view. It's like either or here. Oh, I think we got one playing here, guys. I think we got one playing. Set it like this maybe. At least you can see the rod tip. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Whose idea was this? Here, maybe I can... I don't know. I should go and get the big tripod is what I should do. It's just hard to walk with. Yep. And that broke off, guys. This isn't going to work. Let me go back to the car and get the big tripod. If we run low on battery, we'll just end it. This is one of those rechargeable tripods. This is what happens when you don't plan alive and you just pop up. I want to explore upstream and also downstream. Get the tripod out of here, and then we'll go down under the dam after we go up to the water, up to the, there's a big boulder I want to take you guys to. After that, we'll go to the other location. Where did I put that thing? There it is. Okay, it's going to get bumpy, and I'm sorry. Take a break and come back in 5 minutes. I'm going to have to take you guys off of one tripod and put you on another. Where can I put you in the meantime? I got to sit this one down. You ever have one of those days you just can't get it together? Here's going to be the tripod. You guys never get to see because you're always sitting on it. Let's try to keep it this way. Okay. All right, I got to take you off of one. It's going to get a little rough. Prepare for turbulence. Prepare for turbulence. Okay. Wasn't too bad, I hope. Throw this one back in the car. All right, let's go. There's another truck here, and I haven't seen that guy. I'm not sure where he is. Try Glacier. Dude, watch our video coming out Friday. You'll see what it's like. I mean, not only was this lot, there was nowhere to go. You can see the tire tracks. They were parked anywhere where there's grass spots. I'm talking 100 cars in here. And these are little streams that really have two good holes. You know how trout are. Like, you'll have a run and then a pool. They'll be in that pool. So you have two lines, both sides of the pools lined with people, elbow to elbow, carrying on. So I don't call that fishing, I call that harvesting. But it's definitely going to be a little more challenging today with the weather being so sunny and nice. I know recreational fishermen probably think, oh, it's a beautiful day to fish. But just not necessarily. Makes it challenging. I'm going to get your guys set up. Just a second here. Putting your legs down. Prepare for touchdown. Okay. Hopefully you're going to be able to see me there once I get my act together. I'm going to start with a Blue Fox spinner. You ain't wrong, Curbside. You ain't wrong, buddy. That's why for opening day we had to get up at 3:30 in the morning. See, everybody thought they figured out our spot, and they did, but we just got here before them. Biggest tip for fishing around here, you got to get up early and you got to get on them early. It's, you know, we're kind of in the sticks here, but we're not far from the city, and all those city folks come right here. They love these little streams we have up here. They come with their buckets and they leave full of fish. I'm going to throw this little blue fox inline spinner. It's got a little weight. It's got that Vibrax that makes some vibrations. If I can see, this 4-pound fluoro is like invisible. We got one nice rainbow on the stringer anyway. He's a good one too. Almost lost my rod to him. I'm going to walk out on that rock. I'm going to fish for a minute and then I'm going to come back. You tell me if you can see me there. Hoping you can see me here. Trying to skim it under that tree. Let me see. Can you guys see me there? I'm going to see if I have a trout magnet in there. I love throwing a trout magnet. Loma, what's going on? Thanks for coming in here. Joan, curbside, bulk. Dwight. Thank you all for coming back in here. We were just out fishing and got skunked, but we got a nice rainbow already in this spot. You see what kind of fishing gear Kevin left for me. So like this is what I find when I come back to my fishing gear after Kevin's gotten into it. There's a nice Joe's fly he left me. What I want is a trout magnet desperately. Trout magnet bodies. Those don't do me any good. Floats. Got some hooks. Got some power bait. But it didn't leave me with any weights. I could throw a worm. Let me throw that Joe's fly on first. Let's try the Joe's fly. Silver and white. I like silver in the sun. I tend to throw silver in the sun and gold in the shade. I'm going to try a few casts here, and then we're going to start moving around here. Some beautiful areas. There's a spot under the bridge, under the dam I want to take you guys to, and there's a spot upstream I want to take you to. There's the Joe's fly. These are beautiful flies. Love these things. It's actually an inline spinner. I think they just get the trout super mad. It's got a big fat blade on it, so even though it's heavy, you can cast it a mile. The big blade, big wide blade, allows it to go real nice and slow. Give it 5 to 7 spins. Try to find a little circle. I just don't feel myself today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fish anyway because I want to fish, but I don't know if I'm just run down from the weekend or what on my back. Just can't get my mind to work right. I'm gonna turn you guys a little bit. I'm gonna cast upstream now. Let's see. Try to find level ground. Hi, Jersey Steph. Thanks for coming in here. Be safe out there. No texting and driving. Jersey Steph's a truck driver, in case you guys don't know it, and an awesome singer. What a rock. Alright, we're gonna pack up and move upstream, guys. A little quick walk up the stream. Just have to get my trout and we're away. This is if you guys haven't seen, this is the first one I got here. I'm gonna take this guy upstream with us. Might be a little bumpy while I walk here. Hey, man. I'm sorry I can't keep up with you all in chat today. I usually sit behind the rods, but today we're going to do a little something different, trout fish, and checking out these holes. Trying to cover some ground. Maybe find the next prime secret location for the next video you watch. This is typically how I do it. I kind of go out and play around and explore. Occasionally I get lucky and find a really good spot. So some of these trout lives are going to be you seeing me trying to find fish. Which is mostly failing, but we do better than average, I'd say, on our videos when we actually get on them. And we get on them every week, so it's not too bad, I guess. A good deep hole there, but let me get up further. It's an old abandoned cabin right here. It's actually part of the park. The park ends somewhere up here, so we got to hug the shoreline. I think I'm going to go up here. I've caught some big smallmouth bass out of here as well, but right now we're looking for trout. Stocked trout primarily. Water's still a little murky. Okay. This is the spot I want to try. We've done good here in the past. Just have to figure out where I'm going to fish it from. You guys want to go on the island? Who's up for the island? Oh, that house burnt down. Wow. I knew they had a fire here, but I didn't know which house it was. Those guys. That sucks. They were party animals. I used to fish here all the time and I'd hear them carrying on. Always nice though. Let's get down here. I got to get this fish in the water to preserve it here. Just give me a second. I got to go down. I got to go down here, and I'm going to show you in a second here as soon as I can get the camera to cooperate. I'm going to try to get down there and not break my neck and get this fish in the water here. Let me tell you, this feels great on the back. So we will go out on this rock, but first I'm going to hit this pool from this side. Yeah, it's totally going to be a trout taco. Glacier, you're gonna have to zoom in, buddy. It's a pretty decent one right there. I caught him right before the dumb YouTube went live, so there's no proof in it. Zero proof that I actually caught it. I could be making the whole story up. But after I fished with you guys for 2 hours and catch nothing, I felt like I owed it to you to locate a fish first. You gotta be kidding me. I had a snag, but I got it. This hole's real deep here. They like to hide right by that big boulder. I like a trout magnet in this spot. I wish I had one. Kevin apparently lost all 7 of them this weekend. 7. I had 7 trout magnets and they're all gone. Let's go over to this island here. So we're going to make our way to this rock. It's a little bit of a drop off here. So we're going to go down to that rock. Try not to fall in there, cross to that rock, and go up there. I should leave the camera here, but I'll take it with me. Sorry, you're sideways for a second. Let me get my backpack on. Squirrel up there, gray squirrel. Okay, let's see the best way to get down. This was why I was going to carp fish today. My back is in no condition to do this. With Crocs on, nonetheless. Now this is one of those spots where you have to really just go with the faith and momentum here. Could be a little bump. Might be a big bump if I don't make it. We made it. Yeah, boy. Okay. Now I gotta be real careful here setting this up. Real careful. Don't want you guys going for a swim. I think I'll do your fishing point of view. I'll stand behind the camera and cast around it because there's really not a lot of real estate up here. Got a little tangle here. Bear with me. Buy some shorts. It's hot. All right, we're gonna go straight out right behind that big boulder. I don't know if you can see that big boulder right there. Hopefully you can see this. I feel like I need to be left-handed for this spot. I'm going to cross that seam and go. Current pushes through these two tight spots, so it kind of picks the current up. It's always a good spot. I've caught some big smallies here too. They're usually jigging. I'm going to put a worm on here. Let's put a worm on. The current's just too much to get this lure down there in this position. I'd have to go downstream and cast up or put a significant amount of weight on there, which I don't like doing. If that was a hook, where would I be? Yeah, we're just using the bait holder, size 8. Going right to the base of the line, which is 4-pound fluoro. I don't like swivels, and I don't like those leaders they sell. If you're buying expensive 4-pound fluorocarbon and then putting those leaders on, you've really just wasted a bunch of money. And swivels just give it a weird lay, unless you're going Carolina rig or something like that. It doesn't lay right in the water. Mostly, there are some lures that it actually looks really good on. There's a few techniques it does look good on. Generally speaking, it's no good. Now, since I don't have any more split shot, I'm going to have to let this fall naturally, and I'm going to have to cast upstream. But this is the perfect spot to do that. So I'm going to turn you guys around again, and we're going to fish this little run. Oh, Lord, this is such a pain in the butt getting this constantly adjusted. Nothing's level here, of course. Nothing. Okay. Got my last worm. So after we lose this worm, we'll head back to the car. I'll get some more tackle. I think I've got weights in the car, split shot in the car. And might look for a trout magnet. And then we're going to head down the river, a creek under the dam. I want to hit that spot anyway. Two times right on the end. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That just fell off. I'm telling you guys, this is not my day. That's all I got. Think I can catch one on it? Oh, Lord. Just free lining it, letting it sink as much as I can, sending it right down the current like all the other food would do. Go out there. It's dropping pretty good, that'll work. One more cast and we are gonna move. This is why I don't do live trout fishing. I'm not a patient guy when it comes to trout fishing. Streams I fish are 20 miles long. This stream is kind of unique in the boulders that are in it. Around all of them is like 10 feet of water, and then everything else is like 3 feet of water. So that's why I like jigging. I'll jig right off the end of this rock and I'll catch trout right under this in the middle of the summer. But you really have to have a clean presentation. They're picky. Not my turn. I'm letting it drift under this huge boulder. There's a good chance I'll either get snagged or catch a fish down there. Let's move. Let's go back to the car, get some new gear, and we're going to walk down below the bridge. Somebody's already in my spot, my other spot, where I do some of my videos at. If you're watching my videos and my lives and you see me fishing a spot, I don't care that you take the spot at all. But like if you see me fishing nearby, just say hello. It's just creepy if not. Nobody fished that spot before. Now there's like, every time I come here, there's people there. Luckily they can't catch a lick, so there's still fish there. They see me catch one and they think they can just pull up and catch them, but it's usually special weather or whatever. All right, enough of that. Let's get out of here. It's another chance for me to fall in the stream, guys. Forget how I got up here. I need to, oh Lord. Just crawling around is either going to cure my backache or make it worse. One or the other. Glacier, I'm going to go down and retrieve that trout you didn't get to see. It's hanging out under these boulders here on my stringer. Okay. Let me sit you guys up here. I'm sorry. There's no way around it that I can think of to not bounce you around. So now you know why people don't go live when they're trout fishing. At least you have some pretty rocks to look at while I try not to drown. This is our lunch right here, guys. This is going to be our lunch today. Okay, let's get out of here. Do that and that. And we're hiking, guys. We're hiking. Getting 12 of this crap. Stuart, I found the perfect fixer-upper for you guys when you come to America. Look at this. Just needs a little love. Such a beautiful place. You could come outside in your front yard and get skunked every day. It'd be wonderful. Live 43 minutes. Going on a little bit of a fishing adventure today. Chasing some trout on one of my local streams that I don't know if I've ever gone live from. Oh, cow top. Wow, nice spot you got there, buddy boy. Trying to walk as quick as I can, so I'll pick you guys back up. Catch up on chat in a minute. Another dude there. Miscellaneous tackle box over here. Gotta pick up some split shot. Be right back. 1 second, guys. Also just found the trout magnet. Sweet. I knew that dirty rat had some. There's nothing we can't accomplish with that trout magnet. Okay. Onward, here we go. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning. Never got the whole fishing vest thing. Let's see, can I get over there without getting soaked? Probably not. I'm gonna go under the bridge. Sorry I can't chat, guys. I feel bad. This is why I don't go live this style, because I feel like there's no point. I should just be running a GoPro if I can't interact with my chat. I really don't care for this style of fishing, but something different. But just too much going on, you know. You're trying to keep a trout cold or, you know, edible for later. Running around a hot stream on a hot day. But it is beautiful. I can at least show you guys around. I'll wet wade through here. Probably another 2 weeks this weather continues. I hate wearing boots. This style, like we'll walk 5-6 miles fishing. These guys in waders, you walk 6 miles, you will be torn up. So I tend not to do that. All right, which side do I want to go in on? Oh wow, that looks all different. The waterway looks completely different. I want to fish that run right there off of that big high gravel bar there. I want to get off of that and fish that one run. You know, it might not look like much, but it's one of those spots that when everything gets caught and fished, there's always a couple nice ones holding in there. Shade up the waterway here. Guys getting dizzy yet? I got another 30 minutes, hour in me tops before I get all dehydrated. I should probably take the easy way around, but I don't think I'm trespassing if I go this way, so try to be on the up and up. Oh, see with the GoPro, I would just be walking and casting this whole time. I got luggage now. Got luggage. I'll sit y'all back here so you can actually see me. Alright, here she's back in the water. At least it's cold. Definitely not alive. Just here. And I think we're going to put a trout magnet on, I believe. Either a trout magnet or I bait up with power bait and you sit there and watch a pole, but I don't like trout fishing that way. So I'm going to put a trout magnet on and look for the best. With trout fishing, I change baits constantly. That's what you're going to get on a live. You see me changing baits constantly. So trout magnet, if you don't know, it's just a jig head with a rubber body, but this is a 1/164th. That's kind of the one I typically use. Sometimes I'll add a little tiny split shot if it's in fast current and I want to drop it down fast. I like this bait because you can fish a hole a real long time and not really scare anything. It's a real subtle presentation, kind of looks natural. Typically I get into a spot where I can cast upstream and swim it with the current, with constant little jigs towards me. So it just looks like any other piece of food coming down the waterway with a little bit of action to it. That'll work. Let me see if I have a trout worm. If not, I just use them. Oh, I do. This is my favorite. Use these power trout worm, power bait. Instead of the trout magnet heads that come, or the bodies that come with them, I like to use these. This is my #1 bait combo for trout. Wilds and stockies. And even sucker fish, carp, everything eats these. Push it down, turn. It sits just like that. Let me check on chat real quick. I know I'm so far behind, guys. I apologize. I appreciate y'all in here. I will go back and read everyone's comments later on. I haven't, Ted. I know what you're talking about. The local Walmart, I never find them in there. I usually fan cast when I get to a spot like this. So my first cast is pretty much, I know I'm not going to catch anything, but I work the water closest to me first. With the worm, you can work it a little slower too. If you're using just the trout magnet body, you can't let that touch the bottom, in my experience. Whereas this worm, you have a better chance of catching something even if you just sit it there. Ooh, that was a little nibble right there. Put my glasses on, see if I can see anything following it. Nothing. Let's try out there on the bottom of the run. Jeez, gotta figure out a better way to do this. Trying to get this one Non-level ground is so hard. Go to the lower spot. The next spot's the spot I really wanted to hit today. It's the spot that I caught in the fall. I still caught a trout in here that hadn't been stocked in 6 months. I gotta grab my fishy here, throw them back in my bucket. Okay, let's go down a little bit further. This is one of the spots where I might have to add that split shot I was telling you about, just to drop it down fast enough. See that little sticking out on the other side by the top of that dead sycamore? That's a deep hole. And this whole run is skinny but deep. And then it runs into a big boulder there, and it's probably 10 feet deep under those boulders. So you want to drop it down and hit those spots for sure. First I'll work the lower hole here. Get you guys straightened out here. Throw the trout back in the water. All right, that was one, guys. That was one. Let me move you guys a little closer here. We'll get them. I knew they'd be in this spot. It's deep and it's the fastest spot, so when it's when it's sunny like this, it's your only chance of catching a trout. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Nice one. Nice rainbow. There we go. Nice bow right here. Trout line get popped right out. Calm it down, buddy. These guys are food, so I wouldn't handle a wild this way, but these guys are food. Nice bow. I'll get them on the stringer, keep them cold. Shoot. Sorry about that. I got somebody's dang fishing line tangled around me. Dang it. All right, I hope you guys saw that one. We got him on the stringer though. You guys all survived the fall? Timber! I could spend the whole day out here, and I do sometimes, picking up trash. So when I see these putzes out here in their trout vests, not that I don't wear one sometimes, but oh, they drive me nuts. Take over the stream for a week and demolish it for a year. All right, there's a bunch in here. I know there's more than that. They're all holding in here. Stuart, take 2 Advil. Call me in the morning, buddy. Yeah. I wasn't hurt. I don't even think I was twitching that. I'm just letting that go down that current. Because that current's so fast that they don't have time to think. If they're going to eat something, they got to slam it. Go get another one. Fish tacos today, Stuart. There you go, fish on. I left my net up there. Another one for the pan, guys. Oh no, don't go back in. I got him. That's a nice one right there. Nice little bow. Let me get him on the stringer. Number 3. I hope Travis isn't watching because he's going to find this hole. I don't share all my secrets with Travis. All right, let's see. Might be able to limit out today. Get some dinner for the kiddos. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you recognize this, Travis, but this is part of the Schuylkill River. I know where it looks like. You probably think you recognize that bridge, but it's not where you think it is. only trout magnet.
No.
I'll try to get this one out. It's my only trout magnet. I might have one of Dave's jigs, but I gotta get the fly off of it. I want to put a worm on it. There goes that one. Let's put a double hook angling jig on here. I think I still have one. And then a few more casts and I got a head. It's hot. Not used to this heat. My trout were trying to make an escape. I had to pin them down a little bit better. I know I saw another jig in here. Oh, there she is. Pretty big jig for Dave's. It's nothing fancy, but I'm going to catch a fish on this double hook angling jig right here. Honestly, his are better quality than the trout magnets anyway. It's just the head of the trout magnet's shaped in such a way that it fits right into the worm. This one will work just fine. And once I hook it, I have more faith in these. The trout magnets break off pretty easy. The hooks are crap. But they're trout catching machines. What the heck is wrong with me today? I'm a mess today, I swear. Even when I'm catching fish, I'm a mess. I don't know if I told you guys, I did work up at Pearson's on Friday. I worked at the local bait shop for like 13 hours before I drove 20 hours on the weekend. So it was a long 3 days. And I don't really get tired. My brain just gets tired. Like I just had the trout magnet or the power worms, and now it's going to take me another 2 minutes to find where I put them. Got him. I got him. I might as well get my limit here because I know Travis is going to come here tomorrow before work and steal the rest of my trout. But he does have 18 kids, so I can't blame him. I'm going to take some trout out of the freezer today and smoke them. So if you guys want to see, you want to have a cool, like fun live, I'll smoke them and just hang out on the porch, chatting for a little bit if you want. Like probably Wednesday that would be. You got to marinate them for 24 hours. Let's go, guys. Cast fix your pants. I don't want to lose this one. This is the best spot, so I think I just have to go for it. Hope I don't break it off. I knew it. That's the day, guys. Oh, I got it. Let's be smart and fish the bottom of this hole where there's less of a chance of me breaking off, and then I can, if I don't get anything in the lower part of this hole, I'll move into that riskier spot. But I'm on my last confident lure of the day. Can you see the beach line all right if I fish off of those? Not really. I should work. Let's try on the upper part of this run here. Catch up on chat. Yeah, Travis, I'm totally down for fishing together if that works for you. I didn't know if you had any warrants out for your arrest or any reason we couldn't go live, but shoot, that'd be fun. Here comes the fish, I feel it. I don't want to cross over, but I got to be smart. A couple more casts and we'll call it. Also don't want to be cleaning fish all day. The other reason I hesitate going live with trout fishing is I tend to just fish the whole day and not stop. Hit this bottom section again here. Put on a plastic minnow. Don't have one. It's supposed to be carp fishing today. I think Travis caught them all. Travis caught all my fish. Oh, snag. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to leave some fish for Travis here. Actually, I just broke off. Trying to pretend like I'm nice, but I broke off and I don't feel like retying. I'm hot and thirsty. I'm going to go home, clean these fish up. Appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out. I'll go back and watch, catch up with the chat that I missed. We've got 3 trout here to go home and clean. And it's very warm, so I'm going to hustle and get these guys to the car in the bucket on ice, and we'll go home and clean them up. Yeah, I know the spot down below. Oh, don't tell me that. I might have to go down there. Yeah, Travis, send me a message on, text me about tomorrow. You probably already did. But yeah, Llama, have a great day. Thanks for coming in here. I'm scrolling back. Let me show you a pretty scene while I scroll through chat like an idiot. Yeah, that's right. Snags are after Will. Yep. Kept 3 trout. We're going to take those home and cook them up. All right, guys. I'll catch up with you later. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Yeah, I love this bridge. This bridge has been wiped out a couple times, and they fix it up each time. It's old. But I'm going to shut this down so that I can hustle out of here. I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for coming in.